their playoff ticket and are back in the tournament for the first time since they won the freaking Super Bowl. Broncos Country, welcome to a Victory Monday edition of Dover and Cecil. Rocking with you from 10 to 2. And this is going to be a great day. It should be a great day for all in Broncos Country because of what the team did yesterday. We are here to celebrate for a couple of days, Cease, before we really start to turn the page and look at what this is. Against Buffalo. But what they accomplished this year has been absolutely incredible, and that's going to get a big chunk of our attention today. What they were able to do, winning 10 games, flipping the culture. They have a franchise freaking quarterback. You know what we usually do on January 6th in this city? We talk about the 7th pick in the draft. We talk about the 5th pick in the draft. And for the first time in a decade, basically, we don't have to do that. I am so grateful for what I witnessed yesterday with the Broncos and going to the postseason.
Feels great, right?
Yeah, it does.
We're going to savor the flavor all day long today. And I have a message for, well, many people out there. But the Denver Broncos doubters, the Bo Nix haters.
The DBDs.
Yeah, it's time to shut the hell up. All right? That's first and foremost. And secondly, I get to quote Mallrats, one of my favorite movies, and not Hell Hath No Fury like a woman scorned for Sega. No, I get to say this. You dumb bastards, right? You all that thought like, hey, they're going to keep Joe Burrow out of the playoffs. You just let Bo Nix into the show. You just let the Denver Broncos into the show. You just let Sean Payton up against Sean McDermott into the show.
That's the
so
story
you can
right there.
talk about Kansas City laying down because they totally laid down. They were playing not to get hurt. That was completely obvious. Like Carson Wentz is not great, Bob.
Well, that's the other
but
thing.
he's also
not great.
Not that bad as he performed yesterday. They laid down. Oh, they don't let Cincinnati in. Oh, look at Kansas City. They don't want Cincinnati in. You don't want Denver in either. This isn't a Houston Texans situation where, hey, you know, they're the layover team. They're going to roll over whoever they play. You're going to beat Houston. You're going to move on. Denver is not that. So I say it once again before I get in trouble. You dumb bastards. You let Bo Nix into the show. Good luck with that.
100%. I mean, you think about what this team, I mentioned the 10 wins. Well, thanks to Jonathan Cooper getting to the quarterback yesterday, they have 2 double-digit sack players, 2 Defensive Player of the Year candidates, because Nick Benito probably won't win, finishes the season 3rd overall in sacks, but he is a candidate and will be in the conversation. An answer at the quarterback position. A culture that has been flipped entirely. Oh, and by the way, you're doing that all with $52 million on the wrong side of the ledger with your cap situation because of Russell Wilson. What other question needed to be answered, right? Do they need depth? Sure. Do they need a big-time playmaker on the offensive end?
Yep.
Yeah. So do 28 other NFL teams, right? So what other questions could there be today about these Denver Broncos? And if you're not celebrating, if you're not enjoying this moment, and this is what I tweeted last night, all the things we just said, work to do, Buffalo in front of you, but take a moment. Enjoy this, Broncos country. Smell these flowers because we've been walking around with dead roses in our bouquet, and now these things are blooming for the first time. Enjoy this. Take some time to enjoy this.
And it's not about being desperate. It's not about the length of time that it's been. It has been a long time. It's been a really long time. But this is what you're back to being the team that you're supposed to be. The Broncos are a playoff team, and I said it last night on the postgame show. The Broncos are a playoff team, and now they're in that and conversation.
Yeah.
Next year, whenever this season ends, and hopefully it ends in New Orleans at the Super Bowl. But whenever this season ends, we can just start looking forward to next year and be like, they're a playoff team. Because they're a playoff team. And you made it. You made it in. You flim-flammed around for a couple of weeks against the Chargers and the Bengals. But this is a playoff team, and this is the type of team that if they're playing at their best, and I've already got the game plan. I stayed up last night a little bit later than I should, looking at what Buffalo does. Get ready for a lot of dirty bunch talk. We are going to tell you exactly what to do. Maybe not the exact score like Kev did on Friday. Oh, my God, Kev. You completely nailed that.
That was
absolutely nailed
what
that.
Kevin Kister did.
Almost.
You got like a
close enough.
99.9
Close
on
enough.
your grade.
Okay.
We weren't saying shutout. You said shutout.
I did say shutout.
They shut out the Chiefs. It was glorious. But get ready for Dirty Bunch talk this week because that's what the Bills are going to try to do. And I know the key to their entire offensive game plan
Ooh, I
because
like
they
that.
show it every week. Now, the Broncos, if you play your best, you can beat anybody. So go win. You're playing with house money.
I will say this. I was just telling Kevin and Drew this before the show started. Locker room last night, it wasn't. Now, we don't get to go to Club Dub or Dub Club. I can never remember what they call it.
Both.
But, yeah, both. But it wasn't outside of that part because you see all that on social media, and that's fun. But that wasn't the vibe in the locker room. There was no, hey, we did it. We accomplished this. There wasn't that in the locker room. It wasn't that from Sean at the podium, Bo at the podium. None of the guys, PS2 and Cortland also stepped up there. But there was not a, hey, we've accomplished something moment. And I was really glad to see that.
Yeah, and it lets you know the mindset of this team.
They're not done.
Yeah. So continue to doubt. Outside of Denver, everyone doubt. Everyone pick the Bills. Everyone.
Oh, they will.
Do it.
They will.
Do it. Look at what Bo Nix did to all y'all's Bengals bets, right? The Cincinnati Bengals are the most bet on team to win the Super Bowl. Yeah, what about now? Mm-hmm. What are they doing now? Joe Burrow's sitting at home.
Yep.
Bo Nix is in the postseason. So keep doubting them. That team within that locker room, they don't doubt each other. So, yeah, count them out because they're not out yet, baby.
I mean, in the game plan from Sean, we're going to dive into all of this stuff. It was, even before it got out of hand, it was a healthy, balanced attack from Sean Payton. So it is a great day. Hopefully you're fired up. I see Cease rocking the Broncos jersey. You got the Broncos kicks on today. Let me see those bad boys.
Yeah, Wheaties
those
ones.
are clean.
Yeah.
Those look real nice. So you should be fired up today for what you witnessed yesterday. It's the beginning of what could be and what I believe will be a very long, beautiful relationship between Bo Nix and yourself in Broncos country. Big day on the RamosLaw.com text line, 303-713-1040.